Clients asking for discounts, endless number of revisions, and you still not making enough profits. Stop doing that bullshit and stop working with low paying clients. Try this one hack that I'll be revealing in this video so that you can raise your prices without losing customers. Let's do some math to really understand this, okay? So let's say you are charging 10,000 rupees and approximately you have 10 clients, okay? And the revenue that you will be doing because of this would be 1 lakh rupees per month. And let's suppose that you are working 8 hours per day and you work 6 days per week, okay? So this means 48 hours you are working, fulfilling these clients, and basically you are charging them 10,000 rupees. Now, this of course is not the best and the most appropriate option, okay? So let's just create a new row and I'll just call this type of pricing, which is called as low ticket pricing, okay? Now this is of course not the best option. Now let's also consider another option which is called as hourly option, right? I will work for $10 per hour, $5 per hour. This is also a type of pricing model that a lot of people do. Now let's suppose that you decide to actually pick $10, okay? And let's suppose the average dollar Indian rupee conversion is 830 rupees. So we'll just do 830 rupees per hour, okay? And let's suppose you have 10 clients. Over here, let's suppose you are also working 48 hours, okay? And let's suppose by working 48 hours, since you are charging this much, right, 830 multiplied by 48, this means now you are even earning just 40,000 rupees. So this is even worse than even charging low ticket, okay? So that's why I do not like hourly pricing at all. And the worst thing is, like, on day one, this is like exactly how much you get paid, okay? And on the other hand, if your competitors are actually getting more money, right, they actually have more money to invest in better marketing and hiring better talent and doing all those things that I talked about. So this is a red flag, okay? This is not recommended. Now let's do another one, which is monthly subscription, okay? This is also something people do, okay? Now let's suppose I offer monthly subscription of 3,000 rupees per month. You come join my service, and for 3,000 rupees per month you will be able to get whatever designing service, marketing service, or whatever the hell you want to sell, okay? Again, similar scenario. If I take 10 customers and I do 3,000 into 10, I just earned 30,000 rupees. And this is the even worse than the other two options that I talked about, okay? And still here, the constant component over here is time, where you are putting 48 hours here, 48 hours here, 48 hours here. Now let's just make one simple change to our business and let's see how, dramatically things just, improve, okay? Let's suppose that I'm doing high ticket, okay? So over here for price, what I will do is, instead of doing this, let's suppose I raise my prices to 1 lakh rupees, okay? This means now I'm charging 1 lakh rupees per client. So over here, let's suppose I have 10 clients, right? I multiply this, automatically now I'm doing 10 lakh rupees in revenue just by working with these kind of people. And the time and the hours that I'm putting in is 48. Now the question is, Rohan, if I raise my prices and I now charge 1 lakh rupees, this is common sense. Come on, Rohan. Oh, rocket science. I didn't know, right? I get it. I get your legit concern. Okay. Now you might be thinking, Rohan, if I have all these clients and I suddenly just charge 10 lakh rupees, what will happen is a lot of them will just go away. And then I will be left with nothing, right? And as a result, my business will actually go down. So what exactly do we do, right? So let's suppose we take into account worst case scenario. Okay, let's take into account worst case scenario where suddenly, after raising our prices to 1 lakh rupees, what happens is 80% of our customers decide to leave us. Now, for any business, that is like, really bad. Like, somebody will be really, really worried. Oh my God, Rohan, 80% of the people just left me. Now 80% of my business is gone. What will happen now? No, wait, let's do some math. Okay. Let's suppose I still have those 10 people. Okay. And now I'm just having 20% of them. 8 people said, oh no, Rohan, this is too expensive. Sorry, I can't work. Right? Now I'm going. So now you just have 2 clients. Just a quick question. What is 2 multiplied by 1 lakh? Okay. 2 multiplied by 1 lakh. Well, it is 2 lakh rupees. And how many hours are we now working to serve these clients? right? Let's suppose earlier if you were working 48 hours per week, right? Now let's suppose even if we are working 10 hours a week, right? Do you think this is a better proposition than the situation that you were in before? Because not only are you making more money than all of those three scenarios, but you are also working less hours. And guess what? With these 38 hours that you have remaining, you can actually find more clients who can actually pay you more money. And guess what? Once this becomes five, you can actually be earning a lot more, five times more than the best case low ticket scenario that you had earlier. And eventually, even get 10 clients so that you can make 10 lakh rupees per month. So the case in point is that if you are able to actually raise your prices, you will be able to be in a better position to actually make a lot more money, profits, and of course, less hours so that you can even scale your business to the next level. Now, a big question that you might be thinking is, Rohan, how? How do I go about doing this? What is the approach and what is the tactic behind it? Now, I'll talk about something that I personally did, okay, which really helped me. Okay, so what I decided to do is I decided to write a letter, okay, a letter to my clients. Now, it wasn't a physical letter, it was basically a post that I made on social media. Now, a lot of people also prefer writing actually physical letters. Now, if you have a smaller business and maybe you are operating like, at a small scale, you can even consider sending letters. Or even if you are at a large scale, again, the more personalized the approach, the better it would be. Okay, so I would recommend writing a simple letter to your customers. Okay, and then what you need to do is, if I was writing this letter, I would first explain them the situation. Okay, just tell them like, what all is happening with your company, how it's growing and whatnot. The next thing that I would recommend that you should actually explain in this letter is what have we done and what are we currently doing. A lot of times what happens is customers do not even realize what kind of value you are offering to them and what all have you done for them and what really goes on behind the scenes to actually ensure that they are getting the best kind of outcome and delivery that they require. For example, let's suppose you're hungry, you go to eat, like, let's say a pizza, okay, and you see the pizza, it's on your plate, and boom, you eat it. That's it. That's all you are seeing. But what you do not understand that goes on behind the scenes is what did that restaurant have to do in order to procure those ingredients so that you can of course have a delicious pizza. How did they go about hiring that chef? How did that chef design the kitchen? Which staff employees or employees did that chef actually hire to make sure that they could create the pizza? What kind of oven did they use? What kind of like temperature did they set that oven on? What kind of base did they prepare? And all these things that take into consideration the various inputs that go into place that a lot of times customers don't even realize. All they see is the final pizza, the bill, and then that's it, the whole environment, and that's the only thing that matters to them. That's why it is very important for you to actually sit down and explain to your customers what exactly are you doing for them and what really goes on behind the scenes and what all kind of improvements have you been able to do for them, right? And then what you need to do is you need to explain them that, look, why are we looking to transform? Okay, because look, you need to tell your customers like, this is what I have done for you so far and this is what the situation is. Now, the simple case is I'm looking to actually scale and take things to the next level where I want my business to grow. And if my business grows, I will be able to provide you better quality service. As a result, you will be even happier. And this will be just a win-win scenario for everybody. Okay. And you need to give them a very logical reason. Okay. And you need to tell them that, look, why exactly is this transformation important? For example, systems are breaking. For example, if you're running a gym, you can explain to them like, in my gym, the machinery needs an upgrade. The machinery is breaking. It's 5 years old. Even though I've made so many changes, I added that Zumba class, I added that yoga class to make sure that you are able to actually get the outcome you want. But the machinery needs upgrade. This whole situation, this whole place needs an upgrade so that you can actually feel better when you're working out. You can actually have the best machinery, you can have the best environment when working out. So this is what you need to explain to them, that why are we looking to basically transform. Okay, and then what you need to do is you need to tell them what exactly is coming. And over here where you would explain to them that, hey, I'm actually planning to launch a new product and raise our prices, right? Or actually take the existing product, add upgrades to it, and of course raise the prices, right? And this is what you need to explain to them, and you need to also show them how exactly will this benefit the customers, whoever will experience this new product or service. And you need to talk about the benefits and the various kind of transformation and the quality improvement that these people will see once they are able to become part of this newly raised price service or experience of yours. Okay. So once that is done, what you should also do is you should add some FAQs or some frequently asked questions, right? For example, a lot of times your customers will have questions like, hey, will I get this upgrade for free, or will I have to pay money? What will happen to the existing services that I'm getting? Will that be shut down? I'm concerned about the investment change. What do I do? How do I make this decision? What will be the duration of this new change? What will be the investment? Who is it for? Etc. Etc. Right? So who is it not for, and what will happen if I want to actually take things to the next level, whatever, right? People will have a lot of these concerns and questions, because when you are making such a big change and raising your prices, of course they need to be addressed, right? So do this, right? And once you present this letter and then finally tell these people like, look, I'm raising the prices because I've done so much for you. I'm looking to grow, and this is exactly what's coming, and this is going to be the new price. If you're interested, let's work together. If not, I would be more than happy to actually, provide you with the next best alternative, or recommend you to somebody in my network who is willing to do that service for a cheaper price. Some people will show resistance, absolutely, that will happen. And chances are you might even lose a lot of people. But even if you lose people, you will still, in net positive, end up making more money and end up saving a lot more time. So the case in point of this entire story is that if you want to make more money, you should not be afraid to raise your prices. And yes, you will lose some customers, but at the end, you will be in a much better position. So go apply this hack and see how you can make better profit margins, gain back time, and deliver better quality services just by making this one simple hack. Share this video with a fellow business owner and let me know in the comments below what happens when you apply this change. Rohan Dhawan here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.